Today, what's going on YouTube? As you can see by the title of this video, the best weapons, some of the best weapons in Call of Duty history. No, that's not the title. I don't know why I just said that. That was my old video. The title of this video is, I'm so sorry. The title of this video is Best Burst Weapons in Call of Duty History. If you guys did not check out the best weapons in Call of Duty history made by me, go check it out. I'll put it down in the description. That way you guys can go check out what weapons that I thought were the best in Call of Duty history. This is the best burst weapons in Call of Duty history. Now, arguably, the gun that has made the most returns of burst weapons in Call of Duty history would probably be the M16. The M16 is probably at least 3 or 4 weapons out of this list because most of the weapons back in the day, like COD 4 time, Black Ops, there wasn't that many burst weapons back in the day. There only was like literally 1 or 2, and and that's all you could use. And so M16 is probably most dominant burst weapon in Call of Duty history. But we're going to go ahead and check out a couple other weapons that I thought would, take the cake, be good as a burst weapon, and you guys can decide what you think, and you guys can tell me in the comments down below what you think is the best burst weapon in Call of Duty history. So I have the stats brought up right here. As we start out COD 4, the only burst weapon in COD 4 was the M16. Okay, now I didn't have to really pick it, but the stats for this gun really almost outshines even some of the machine guns or some of the other assault rifles. But pretty much really the stats either equal up to some of the best assault rifles or even better. So the M16 is probably arguably one of the best 3-round burst in COD 4 since that was the only burst weapon they had. So let's go and look at the stats. The stats are accuracy is 10 and 12, which is very high. Damage is 7 and 12. Range is 9 and 12. Fire rate 9 and 9 plus, so that means maybe a little bit better than 9. They think it's like a 9.5. Mobility is an 8 and 12. Capacity is a 30 or a 60 clip. That is a massive clip. I mean, an extra 30 bullets, like usually you would see 30 and 45. That would be, an extra 15 bullets, that would be fine. They give you an extra 30 bullets with this gun. That's unheard of. There's not many guns in Call of Duty history that can give you, an extra 30 rounds in a gun. At least I can't think of any, and I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time. Low recoil. Once you put a grip on this gun, you can burst people cross map. I've done it. I know people that have done it. I've done it, so it's not that hard. Reload time's 2 seconds or 2.36 for an empty clip. Damage is 30 to 40, and the range is 1500 to 2000 SDs. All right. Rate of fire is also a 9.25 RPMs. And it's also a medium to large range bullet. So that is the one for COD 4. As we move on to Modern Warfare 2, once again, the M16 is a returning weapon. There was no burst weapons that I could find in World at War. If you guys think of a burst weapon or find a burst weapon that was in a World at War, put it down in the description. Say, hey, there was a burst weapon in World at War. Here's what it was. Tell me what it was, and maybe I'll make a video about that. But I couldn't find one. I looked through all the lists. I can't remember even playing with the burst weapon back then. COD 4, I remember using the M16 because it was OP for a long time until it kind of got nerfed. It was OP for a while. So the M16 for Modern Warfare 2, the accuracy, the damage, the range, the fire rate, and the mobility are almost all the same. As they didn't have a lot of stats. Like COD 4 has a lot of stats telling you the distance and stuff like that. I don't believe it shows. It just shows attachments, the difference between different attachments and stuff like that. But it doesn't really tell you on this website the exact stats. So as you can see, the accuracy is way up there, just like COD 4. Damage is up there. When you shoot with this weapon, no matter what Call of Duty you're on, the M16 is always an OP weapon for a 3-round burst. The kick is always, minimal and almost none when you put a grip on it. So, the M16, like I said, is arguably one of the best burst weapons in Call of Duty history. Once again, returning on MW2 or Modern Warfare 2. So as we go on to Black Ops, I have again the M16. Isn't that crazy? Three in a row, M16. It's winning. Obviously, the first 3 Call of Duties, or COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops, the M16 is probably the only burst weapon in those games. If you find any other burst weapons that you thought were better in these first 3, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below, and I will make sure that I try and make a video about it. So as you can see, shot to kill in Call of Duty Black Ops M16, 3 for close range, 4 for long range. Rate of fire is 938. Time between shots is a .06. Time to kill is a .19, or for a close range, a far range is .26. Magazine size normal 30, extended 30 or 45, which is crazy because the last one in Modern Warfare, was it Modern Warfare 2 or was it let me see. Yeah, no, it was COD 4. COD 4, the clip size went from 30 to 60, which was an extra 30 bullets a clip, and over here it only goes up to 15, so it's only 45. So like I said, you know, in COD 4, that was a crazy amount of bullets that you would get for an extended mag. Now they kind of cut that in half. Reload time, normal is 2.03, and empty clip is 2.36. Let's go ahead and move on to MW3. Once again, 4th Call of Duty in a row, M16, or a variance, the M16A4. The accuracy, the damage, the range, and the damage has been decreased from the Call of Duties. As you can tell, if I go back to MW or Modern Warfare 2, the damage is way up there, okay, as you can see right here. But as I come to MW3, the damage pretty much drops off from the accuracy. It really does. From here, they're very, very close together. But when you come to MW3, there's a big gap in damage to accuracy. So they did drop the damage on it because I'm pretty sure people were melting with it. And they were like, okay, we got to do something about it. So they nerfed it and kind of just took some of the damage out. Moving on to Black Ops. Now, Black Ops 2, there is, I can't remember, no, there isn't. There is not an M16 in Black Ops 2, which is shocking because most people thought there was going to be a M16. There's been an M16 for 4 Call of Duties before that, and this is the first time that there hasn't been any. We're going to see some runner-ups for burst weapons. The Type 25, not a big fan of it. The fire rate was too fast, and it kicked way too much. The handling was not good on it. The SWAT was a good gun that I like to use. The damage was insane, but the rate of fire was so slow that trying to burst it would literally get you killed if somebody else had a faster weapon than you. But arguably the best gun, best burst weapon in Black Ops 2 history, the M8A1. The M8A1 just shreds. I mean, I've used this thing. It's a 4-round burst assault rifle. The accuracy and the damage is about the same. The range is the same as the fire rate. And the accuracy is just insane. It's 3 points above anything else. And you know, the fire rate's fast, so that way when you're bursting it, you don't get that slow burst effect like you would get with the SWAT. So the M8A1, arguably one of the best burst weapons, I would say, in Black Ops. Not in Black Ops history. If they had the M8A1 in any other of the Call of Duties before this instead of the M16, I feel it would probably be one of the best weapons in Call of Duty history. But since the M16 pretty much makes its appearance almost every Call of Duty, you know, it kind of wins the cake with, you know, that you can't pick any other burst weapons. Before Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, there wasn't really a lot of burst weapons you could pick from. Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, there wasn't that many you could pick from. So, you know, I'm glad that in Black Ops 2, they put some versatility to let you pick a couple different burst weapons and kind of changed it up. So, let's go ahead and go on to Ghost. One of the best burst weapons that I used in Ghost, I think, would be the ARX-160. There is other burst weapons in Ghost, which is good, but I feel that the ARX really exceeded what I thought it would. It seems like a bulky weapon, like something that you wouldn't really use, but when you put a red dot sight on this thing, it shreds. The accuracy and the damage are really close. The fire rate is really fast for a burst weapon, and I think that is just, it's just really melted in Ghost for a burst weapon. Let's go on to Advanced Warfare. And as you can see, I have the IMR pulled up. The IMR, literally, I didn't like it when it first came out. The reload animation it took too long. It kind of popped like a spiral tube out of it. It would spin, and then it would go back in when you reloaded, and it just seemed like it took too much time. But the IMR was one of the best burst weapons in Advanced Warfare. I used it. I melted with it. The damage is at 14. The accuracy is 9. Fire rate's 9. Range is 9. Everything is pretty much 9 on this except for the damage. The damage is up there. And the mobility's just one higher than everything else. But, you know, it was a good weapon overall. The kick wasn't that bad. You can melt kids with it. The only problem I ever had with this weapon would be the reload animation. It took way too long, you know, and you would literally, if you needed to reload fast, even if you had fast mags on, you know, or, you know, whatever the perk is, that fast hands, it would still reload, you know, slower than any other weapon, you know, that was a burst weapon in Advanced Warfare history. So, let me go ahead and bring up, I forgot to bring up, what's it called, Black Ops 3. But Black Ops 3, my favorite burst weapon would be the same BO3, hold on, BO3 burst weapons. Okay, so arguably one of the best burst weapons in Black Ops 3 will be the, to me, it matches the same with Black Ops 2. It is a variation of the M8A1, as you remember in Black Ops 2 when I showed you. As you can see, the similarities, this is what it looks like, and then this is what the other one looks like. Now, in Black Ops 2, the M8A1 was completely overpowered. Really, really overpowered. You can just melt people with it. As you can see, the stats here, they look pretty good and, you know, pretty up to date. Here for the M8A7, a variance of the M8A1, the damage really has dropped off drastically. The range is good. The fire rate is good. The accuracy on this gun, though, is what is going to win you most of your gunfights. Most people that are firing at you are going to miss either the first couple shots or some shots in between trying to shoot you. And, you know, the M8, since it's so accurate, you can get, what, 1 or 2 bursts in there. If you have quick draw, aiming down your sights, you know, with this weapon does help you out a lot, because if you aim down faster and you have better accuracy than the other person, it's pretty much going to help you with the damage being so low. You know, you could literally 2 burst people with this M8, was otherwise in Black Ops 1 you had to, in Black Ops 1 literally you can melt them with 1 burst. You know, so in Black Ops 2, I mean, in Black Ops 3, the M8A7, you have to burst them at least twice to even kill them, but the accuracy does make up for that. It really does. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Tell me in the comments down below what you think the best burst weapon was in Call of Duty history. Put it down in the comments down below. If you guys did not check out my last video that was best weapons in Call of Duty history, I'll put that down in the description. Go check that out. Make sure you like and subscribe. Really does help the channel grow. And you know what, YouTube? We'll catch you later.